For our first film, we wanted to do a classic, one that we felt strongly about, one that we really, really enjoyed. Instead, we got Jason X. Yeah, we're not too happy about that one either. Alright? It's one of those missteps on a series. It's like the worst game of Duck Duck Goose, except it's called Decent. Oh god, kill it with fire. Yeah, it just rolls off the tongue, eh?
So let's jump headfirst into it and start with what could be considered one of the worst Friday the 13th movies of all time.
Yeah, that's a great start. 6.5 minutes of fucking credits right at the beginning of the film. I mean, mix it up with something. A mariachi band, some fucking exposition, anything for fuck's sakes. Nice font there, asshole. What did it take you 3.5 seconds to pick the first generic font you can find?
On top of that, we have this stupid mask that rips off Hannibal Lecter. This fucking chain thing. And what?
Sorry.
This badass sergeant dies from what? A heart attack? Apparently getting thrown against the door and having said door breaks equal cardiac arrest. I don't know. EMT 101, kids. Take notes.
So this is how the film begins? Just, that's it? No backstory, no exposition? Just Jason killing people? It's like the director said, fuck it. You know, we got the other Jason movies, let's use that as backstory. Now in some cases that can work, you know, assuming that you have the story written around that. You just have to, you know, reintroduce the characters for the first time. If that makes any sense.
Apparently, the shotguns of the future don't have recoil. Good to know.
Solid steel versus machete.
Cryogenic breach. Emergency
Machete win.
lockdown.
Cause, you know. Fuck physics.
What's a hockey mask?
Facial armor, used in a sport outlawed in 2024.
Whoa, hold up. So let me get this straight. In the future, hockey is illegal. Let me take this in. Hockey is illegal.
So by that the Jason Popsicle falls over and manages to take a piece out of his stone dude who will obviously make it to the end. But I'm calling bullshit at being his arm.
Oh, and I love this fucking captain. He's absolutely fantastic. Look how good at his job he is. He reacts to the ship taking off before it actually takes off. It's brilliant. Work of art. Perfect. Love it.
Let's get real. Big budgets don't necessarily mean good movies. However, there's got to be, a little kind of budget, some type of budget. $10 total, not gonna cut it.
Oh shit. Forgot my arm.
Yeah, here you go, dumbass.
Speaking of $10, something tells me this guy knows where the hookups are for $10, if you know what I mean.
Don't touch anything.
Of course you do. These goddamn characters are so exaggerated, it's borderline insulting to the audience. I mean, we get it. He's a stoner. You didn't need to give him dreads and make him look stupid to get that point across.
I feel like a wuss, huh there, big boy?
Check the score, kid. It's still 9-3.
Yeah, but I got my groove on now, you know?
The future, a place with androids, cryogenic freezing, and interspace travel. And apparently not enough fabric to go around because not a single woman here is covered in any way decent.
Funny. He's a big boy.
I bet he's hung like a mammoth.
Okay, you guys, you know what? Just get the hell out of here and come back.
So they were talking in the procedure, and then they get sent away to inevitably screw.
Adrian, come.
Thanks.
Sex is now punishment, ladies and gentlemen, in this universe that they are making this horrible movie in. Just as long as you know. It's not the other way around.
Harder.
You want it a little harder?
Yeah.
How's that?
Oh,
Yeah?
God. Yeah, that's it.
That's it right there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Daddy likes
Yeah.
it hard.
Yeah.
Daddy wants it hard.
Yeah.
Huh?
Oh, yeah, that's
right
it.
there.
Yeah.
Oh god. This is actually a horror film.
What is it with frozen dead bodies that seems to turn on everyone? And I mean everyone. Even the frickin' android has like 20 minutes of sexual tension in this goddamn film.
I think you're perfect.
Okay.
Look, it's good to see Miley Cyrus stop twerking and start working.
Ah, yes! Our was wondering what would break first. Your spirit or your body?
Wow, and Rob Schneider really let himself go.
Let's get down now!
Yep, nothing says I'm trying to save a friend quite like this. Yeah, good thing you saved him from Jason, guys. You almost killed him in the process.
What the hell's going on here?
So far, this film hasn't been taking itself seriously at all. I mean, crappy puns,
Oh, this sucks on so many levels!
stupid deaths,
It's gonna take more than a poke in the ribs to put down.
and characters that make jokes when they die.
Yeah, that ought to do it.
Kind of feels like Cabin in the Woods, except, you know, in space.
Yeah, good idea.
Really?
Grendel, we have you on approach. Standby for docking number.
So let's follow this for a second. This ship just crashed through a floating city and came out the other side relatively unharmed. Okay. This has got to be the same rider from Fast and the Furious 6. That's the only explanation. There is no fucking way a city would be wiped out like that and a ship would still be usable.
Guys, it's okay. He just wanted his machete back.
Yup, 8 people dead, and all the Beast wanted was a shitty old machete? This guy makes this guy seem like fucking Einstein.
So after the awesomely bullshit fight, we have Jason here doing his best impersonation of the Sandman from Spider-Man. And then he turns into the melted Terminator. Budget cuts are hard on everyone, people.
So naturally, they use the simulation to distract Jason. Right. Seems like the director looked around and said, "Fuck, not enough tits. Bring on the beach girls." In what was obviously one of the best scenes in horror movie history.
Moving along from that brilliance, we get pushed next to an explosion, which apparently pulls people in instead of pushing them out. Remember, kids! Kids! Take notes. It's gonna be on the exam.
Alright, so now how do you end this film? Well, quite simple. You have this Samuel L. Jackson wannabe over here. Just hold Jason on the ship and wait for it to explode. Alright, fine. I'll buy it.
He's coming this way.
You gotta be kidding me.
The one thing that literally everybody said when they saw this happen on screen. That's right, Jason managed to propel himself from the exploding spaceship and catch up with the escape pod. Don't worry though, Samuel the Discount came flying in, caught Jason, and brought his ass back down to Earth. Great. Now we gotta deal with this piece of shit again.
Jason X, the sequel. Jason Double Triple X. Now with Vin Diesel.